Today we are going to see FMCG industry in rural market. So FMCG industry overview. Fast moving consumer goods FMCG industry, alternatively named as CPG, consumer packaged good industry, deals mainly with the production, distribution as well as the marketing of the packaged goods for all consumers. So FMCG industry is also called as consumer packaged industry, consumer packaged good industry. So either you will be asked question on the FMCG, fast moving consumer goods, or consumer packaged goods, but both the things are one and the same. So it deals with production, distribution and marketing of packaged goods. So in FMCG industry we have personal care, oral care, hygiene, nutritious products, health, foods, and they are packaged into small packets. Categories of products and players. Categories of products and players. So, what all products we have in the FMCG category, and what are players we have in FMCG category? Some of the leading FMCG companies all over the world are Sara Lee, Nestle, Unilever, Procter and Gamble, Coca-Cola, Carlsberg, Mars, etc. Major players are in personal care. In this category, we find the largest number of the brands like 21, inclusive of Lux, Lifebuoy, Fair and Lovely, Vicks, Ponds. So in personal care, we have top 21 brands we have out of 100 brands. HUL has 11 brands, and the market size or the value is 37.99 billion rupees. 54% of the total market value goes to personal care. Food, after personal care, food is a major segment. The foods category in the FMCG market is dominated by the Amul, Nestle, HUL, ITC, Godrej, Britannia. The food category in the FMCG market is dominated by Amul, Nestle, HUL, ITC, Godrej, Britannia. This category has 18 major brands and aggregating 46 billion rupees. So you are aware of the Amul, you are dairy products, you are aware of the Nestle products, you know the HUL products. You must be knowing ITC products, Godrej and Britannia. Britannia is known for the biscuits and confectionery. So the in food group we have 18 major brands. In personal care we have 21 major brands, and in food we have 18 major brands, aggregating 46 billion rupees, and personal care 37 billion rupees. Amul, India's largest packaged food company, has a good presence in the foods category with its presence in ice cream, curd, milk, butter, cheese, etc. Britannia also ranks in top 100 FMCG brands, dominating the biscuits category. Nestle and Amul dominate it out in the powder segment. So Nestle milk powder, Amul milk powder, you must be knowing. The food category has also seen innovations like softies, ice cream, chapatis, and pizzas, ready-to-eat foods. Cigarettes. Cigarettes account for 70%, 17%, 17% of the top 100 FMCG sales, and is ranked just below the personal care category. ITC alone accounts for 60% of the market share by volume and 70% by value of all filtered cigarettes. So ITC is major company in uh, tobacco category or cigarettes category, tobacco products category. 60% market share and 70% by value in filter cigarettes category, and it accounts 17% of the top 100 brands. FMCG categories and players in household care, we have fabric. In fabric category, we have laundry soaps, detergents. In household cleaners category, we have dish utensils cleaners, floor cleaners. In air fresheners, we have air fresheners, we have insecticides, we have mosquito repellent, we have metal polish, and we have furniture polish. And major players are these were the products, and major companies or the organizations are HUL, Godrej Consumer Products, ITC, Procter and Gamble, Dabur, Reckitt, and Coleman. In personal care category, products are like oral care, hair care, personal wash, soaps, deodorant, cosmetics, toiletries, perfumes, female hygiene products, paper products. Then major players are, or the organizations or the companies are Colgate, Palmolive, Dabur, Lakme, Kevin Care, Marico, Fame, Care, Imami, Procter& and Gamble, Himalaya, ITC, Godrej Consumer Products. In food category, we have staples, cereals, bakery products, biscuits, bread, cakes, snacks, chocolates, ice cream, branded flour, branded sugar, branded rice, ready-to-eat packaged foods, and the major companies or organization or the major players are Parle Agro, Britannia, ITC, Nestle, Dabur, Cadbury, India, and PepsiCo. In beverages category, products are health beverages, soft drinks, tea, coffee, bottled water, juice, liquor, and the companies are Dabur, GlaxoSmithKline, Radico, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, United Breweries, United Spirits, Khaitan. In household care, in this segment, Godrej, Reckitt are the two big players, and uh, Good Night from Godrej is worth more than 2 billion, followed by Rickett Martin 1.459 1.49 billion. So you might have heard that Good Night is from Godrej and it is now 2 billion rupees worth category of the product. And Martin is also equally important and having a good market share in that category. It is from Rickett company, and its market value is 1.49 billion. These products are into the household category. Now next is hair care. In the shampoo category, HUL's Clinic and Sunsilk make it to the top 100. Although Procter and Gamble, Head and Shoulder, and Pantene are also trying hard to reach the top. So in hair care category, in shampoo category, if you see the shampoos, H we have Clinic Plus and Sunsilk from HUL. We have Procter and Gamble. We have Head and Shoulder and Pantene from Procter and Gamble. Clinic Plus market share is nearly double the Sunsilk's. So Clinic Plus is very good uh, player in the hair care segment, and because uh, it is uh, it is available in small packet size, small sachet like 1 rupees sachet, and they are also giving more quantity, and it is very cheap product, and so that everybody can use this product. So affordability is more for the Clinic Plus shampoo. Herbal products. Dabur is among the five FMCG companies in India and is a herbal specialist. Dabur has brands like Dabur Amla, Dabur Chyawanprash, Vatika, Hajmola, and Real. In confectionery, we have Cadbury India is the market leader in the chocolate confectionery market with the 70% market share and ranked number two in the total food and drinks market. So you know that in food category, Cadbury is very strong with 70% market share in confectionery and ranked number two. Its popular brands are Cadbury's, Dairy Milk, Five Star, Eclairs, James. Size and growth, the rupees 85 8 sorry rupees 850 billion Indian FMCG industry is expected to register double digit value growth and is set to grow by 20 to 30% in 2009-10, up from 10 to 20% in 8-10. FMCG sector generates 5% of the total factory employment in country and is creating employment for 3 million people, especially in small towns and rural India. So FMCG sector is also creating a lot of employment, which is very much needed for the countries like India, where we have a lot of population, and 30 lakhs people are directly getting uh, employment, and such a kind of industries are creating employment in towns and rural area, where we need industries to be set up, manufacturing plants to be set up. So FMCG sector is boosting rural area. Short analysis: the major strength of the industry is low operational cost and strong distribution network. So because of advanced technology, because of advancement in engineering products, equipments, and devices, nowadays the production of the FMCG products are very easy, and the distribution network is strong because we have had long history for the HUL, Procter and Gamble, Dabur, and these people have created very good distribution network in rural area. Inability to innovate on a continuous basis. The weaknesses are they cannot able to innovate. Uh, as the innovation is going on in telecom sector, in computers, laptops, and in banking sector, there are more modification than novel products, so they are a slight modification variants, and so the growth is very slow because of poor innovation. The growth drivers are expanding markets and innovations. So there is focus on market expansion rather than on invention. The limiting factors are competition and government restrictions. So a lot of companies are coming in, and there is competition from local brands as well as from foreign MNC brands, foreign brands, and governments are there are government restriction which are not favorable for the growth of the FMCG industry. SWOT analysis of the FMCG strengths: low operational cost, strong distribution network, brands with sound image. Weaknesses are inability in inflexibility in technology levels, operational costs, less innovative abilities, and system opportunities are growing markets, domestic markets, especially the rural areas, and we have export potential globally. Threats are competition, especially from the fake products. In the in the rural area, we know there are the local manufacturers. They are preparing fake or counterfeit products. Entry of the MMCs with liberalization is also a big threat. Uh, lot of MNCs are coming in, so the market share of each player is reducing. Excise duties and taxes are imposed by the government, so day by day, government is helping the homegrown indigenous companies, and there are taxes for the import for foreign players. The big firms are growing bigger, and small companies are catching up as well. So there is huge growth seen in FMCG products. Big companies are also getting bigger, and small companies are also developing. According to the study conducted by AC Nielsen, 62 out of 100 brands owned by the MNCs and balanced by Indian companies. So 62 brands are owned by foreign companies, and 38 brands are owned by Indian companies. 15 companies own these 62 brands, and 27 of these are owned by Hindustan Unilever. So out of 62 foreign brands, 15 brands are 15 companies own these 62 brands. So each company is owning at least 3 to 4 brands, and 27 brands directly goes to the Hindustan Unilever. So half of the brands are owned by the Hindustan Unilever. Pepsi is at number 3. If you check the top 100 brands, Pepsi is at number 3, followed by Thumbs Up. Thumbs Up is at 4th. Britannia is at 5th. Colgate is brand is at 6th, Nirma is at 7th, Coca-Cola is at 8th place, and Parle is at 9th place. Personal care, cigarette, and soft drinks are the biggest categories in FMCG. Between them, they account for 35 of the top 100 brands. So personal care, cigarettes, and soft drinks, they constitute togetherly huge market share, and many brands in FMCG category, and account for 35 brands out of 100. Recession and reactive strategies. FMCG is a recession proof industry. So FMCG products are a day to day useful products. So you cannot have good standard of living, you cannot have good hygiene, you cannot have good sanitary life without uh, FMCG products. So by definition, FMCG addresses a very core need in the consumer's life, so it is less prone to economic swings than high ticket items such as TV and apparel. So you don't postpone the purchase of FMCG products. Yes, you can postpone the purchase of the TV, apparel, jewelry, investments, like these decisions, but you don't uh, postpone or stop FMCG purchase in even in the recession period, because they are day to day consumption products, and they require to have good lifestyle, economic or good standard of living, hygienic conditions or sanitary conditions. The economic recession has not impacted the performance of the companies that have manipulated their marketing strategies intelligently. So FMCG companies, they are having a lot of strategies to deal with the recession and all these difficult situations. There will be a strong growth both by value and volume of the value for money products. So uh, FMCG companies and FMCG, we have huge markets in terms of value and in terms of volume also. The beverage industry in India is estimated to grow 17% despite the slowdown in the economy. So if you see the FMCG category, you will find two-digit growth rate. On the personal care front, deodorant, shampoos, talcum powder could see two-digit growth. For instance, Kevin Care registered 23% sales growth in 2008-9 and anticipate 30% this year. Different companies have reacted in different ways to sustain and increase sales. Different companies have reacted in different ways to sustain and increase sale. So every company has some strategies to grow because the market is huge in India. Price increases, some companies like HUL resorted to price increase. Some companies like HUL resorted to price increase, and they have also been well absorbed by the market. So if initially the companies like HUL, Procter and Gamble and other FMCG companies, they start with the low price and then they slightly upgrade the product and increase the price. That is also accepted by the people or by the market, because their needs are also increasing, their wants and their desire to have a good lifestyle is also increasing on continuous basis. There has not been any drop in demand for consumer products at popular price drops. So you won't see any demand in FMCG products. You will always see there is a growth in demand for FMCG products. However, there have been some narrowing in demand at the top end of the market. In the mass market, demand continues to be strong, both rural and urban markets. So at middle class and lower middle class, you will see high growth. Maybe at upper class, like upper middle class or rich class, FMCG products, they may not buy in that quantity. They may reduce and switch to some very good quality products. Companies like Procter and Gamble, Godrej resorted to price cut, while volume growth is likely to be strong for most category. It is expected to declare for discretionary categories. So few companies like Procter and Gamble and Godrej, sometimes in order to get more volume growth, they might decrease the price of the products. Lower inputs cost will result in margin expansion, leading to growth in operating profits for FMCG industry. So nowadays we are getting raw materials like agricultural products and other products at less cost due to high productivity in agricultural output and in crops. So FMCG industry or FMCG companies, they are getting more profit margin. Innovation, some companies resorted to new product launches and brand extensions. So some companies, in order to gain more market or in order to earn more profit, they are resorted to they are focusing on new product launches and brand expansion, product line expansion, extension, or market extension, product extension, brand extension. Extensions of the brand such as Navratna Cool Oil and BoroPlus are example of this. So Navratna Cool Oil is they are using medicinal plants or the menthol or mint to keep it cool, and it is very useful for the release of stress. And BoroPlus is good cream when you will have some burn injuries. For that, you use BoroPlus. So for the skin purpose in winter season also, you can use BoroPlus. So it is multi-purpose cream. And Navratna oil is also one innovative massage oil, good for to release the tension. So these are the innovative products companies are launching in order to gain market share, more market share. Focus on the rural markets with the urban market reaching near saturation. Companies developed strategies for penetrating deeper into rural and semi-urban markets. So you know that urban market is saturated, and 80% of the market is already having a lot of big brands. There is a lot of competition going on, and remaining 20% is belongs to very poor people. So they may they may not buy due to less income, because they are below poverty line, they are at the bottom of the pyramid. So growth will happen only in rural area and in semi-urban area. If you want a double digit growth, that kind of growth. Rural market, a new opportunity. According to research study commissioned by the Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry in India, rural areas are propelling demand for FMCG passenger cars, two-wheelers, and organized retail goods at comparatively fast pace than the urban areas, and thus leading to healthy increase in the revenue of the companies despite the global recession. So it is seen that rural area has more growth rate than urban areas, and nowadays, after so many research, it is confirmed that the next growth wave will be there in only rural area. FMCG sector in rural area is expected to grow 40% as against 25% in urban area. So FMCG sector in rural area we go at the maximum 40 percent or more than that, and in urban area it will be 25%, with the current estimated value of over rupees 5600 billion, or nearly 40% of the total retail market valued at 14,000 billion. The rural retail market will remain the potential area for growth. So out of 5600 retail market value, 5600 billion, 1400 billion retail sales is happening in the 14,000 billion retail sales is happening in rural area only. So in rural area, in short, there is huge market and huge uh, growth rate. Several FMCG firms, including ITC, have been registering faster and higher growth in the sales of their goods in the rural markets as compared to the urban markets. So ITC has also observed this phenomena of growth in rural area. This has significantly added to their bottom lines, and it is helping ITC company. Significance of the FMCG sector, according to research analysis at RNCOS, a leading market research information analysis company, including penetration of the FMCG sector in rural area is leading to development of the rural India over the past few years. However, to grow strongly and rapidly, rural areas should effectively address widespread and fundamental problems such as developing infrastructure, facilities, and improving educational level. So, in order to get more growth or to penetrate the rural market, we should have good infrastructural facilities, and the education level or literacy of the rural people should be more. Prospects of the FMCG industry. The future outlook of the FMCG is very promising. Middle class and the rural segments of the Indian population are the most promising market for FMCG, and there is an opportunity to convert them as a buyers for branded products. So till date, they were purchasing only low quality products or the mass products, but nowadays rural people are also have inclination to purchase quality products, branded products, to have good lifestyle, because they have good disposable income. Per capita consumption of the almost all products in the country is among the lowest in the world. So in India, everywhere you go, most of the people, they will have very less per capita consumption. So there is huge growth for increasing the consumption in India in all the sectors. Technology is advancing to facilitate innovations that are affordable to the middle and BOP segments of the Indian market. So technology day by day is improving the capacity of the organization to serve middle class and below the poverty line segments. Growth is possible if the companies focus on innovation of the quality products at affordable prices and design effective marketing strategies. So growth will only happen if the middle class and lower middle class and below poverty, BOP, bottom of the pyramid people will purchase, and they will purchase only if the products suits them. So for to understand their needs, desires, and their expectation, we have to innovate, we have to understand, we have to do a lot of research on this particular category. The marketing mix of the FMCG is a combination of various elements. Choice of the element to design a marketing strategy requires customer centric long term view, aggressive and innovative spirit. So in order to innovate, we require customer centric approach, long term approach, aggressive approach, and innovative approach. So rural marketing mix for FMCG in what kind of product strategies we have? Product should be innovative. It should be in a small pack units, functional. It should be functional product with desirable trendy features. On the price front, we have a popular price point. We have to make them available. The product in low income and in high income, in both the ways. Economy minimal total cost of operation. The production cost should be reduced. In case of distribution strategy, we can make the product available at feeder town, village retailers, herds, vans, cooperative stores, agricultural dealers, NGOs, through NGOs, petrol bunks, of post office, mobile traders, melas, self-help groups, anganwadis can be utilized for the distribution. Then company sales force, agents, trained local youth, transport by local buses, bicycles, auto rickshaw, animal carts, or animals, humans, trains and boats. All these things can be utilized for the distribution. Promotion, how promotion can happen directly? Promotion can happen by mailing opinion leaders and select customers. Exhibitions, van campaigns can be done. Animal parade, FM radio, local newspaper, local TV channels, hoardings, wall points, wall paints, tin plates tied to trees, transit media, bus, horse, bullock carts, sites, posters, leaflets, point of purchase promotion, interactive media demonstration, stories like Burkatha, Harikatha, magic shows. Burkatha, Harikatha, magic shows, meetings, workshops, contests, sports can be utilized for the promotional promotions. And next is a promotion motivation that indirectly leads to economy and excitement. In this case, we can give in promotion schemes, we can give price of extra quantity at the same price, gifts two for this price of one, buy one get one, buy one get two, like offers we can give, cash discounts, coupons. All these schemes can be made available to the customer. So this is all regarding FMCG view, uh, overview in rural market. So thank you very much.